It's a spectacular view.
This gives us good visibility. We're able to see the animals quite clearly.
A highway of sharks, thousands of them, just meters away from unsuspecting tourists.
The blacktip shark migration is really interesting because here you have a large predatory shark that comes in very close to shore in huge numbers, no more than maybe 10 meters away, and the people are totally oblivious. Fortunately, there are relatively few bites on humans by the sharks, but the fact that there are so many sharks right next to so many swimmers really sets up that dynamic, and that's what makes this an interesting study.
The sharks swarm the Florida beaches right around spring break. For biologist Stephen Kajura, it's not party time, it's work time. He's looking at how far and where these sharks are traveling, and first he takes a look from the air.
Not a fruit squirrel, but some.
These sharks spend the summers off Georgia and the Carolinas area. So that's when the mating takes place, and then start to migrate their way back down south again. What we're interested in looking at, though, is the range of this migration. Is that really the northern extent, or are they actually going farther and we just haven't realized it until recently? Today what we're going to be doing is flying an aerial survey along the coast. We have cameras mounted out the window of the airplane, a high-definition 4K video camera, and then a digital still camera right behind it. You need to be able to go back and take this video footage after the fact, analyze it to go slowly through to make sure you're able to count all the sharks. The nice thing about the 4K is it gives us so much higher resolution than a standard HD camera. And so we are able to see the sharks a little more clearly, and we need all the help we can get.
On most clear days, it's easy to spot the thousands of black dots below. But this season, something's fishy.
This year is an unusual year. The water temperature is warmer, air temperature is warmer. It's like we didn't even have much of a winter at all. And as a result, what we've seen is a tiny fraction of the number of sharks that we would typically see, but certainly not tens of thousands like you would get normally at this time of year. I think because the temperature is so warm this year, the sharks have just not come down. We've been doing this aerial survey work for a number of years now. In the last few years, we've also complemented that by going out on the water and catching the sharks and tagging them with transmitters to follow their movements along the coast as well. The advantage to having an aerial survey ahead of time is you get to see where the sharks are, and you can target your fishing effort right where the large aggregations are.
A few days later, they head to the water to search for sharks to tag.
So we're fishing today off Singer Island in Florida, just off Palm Beach. We're setting a long line. It's good, fresh, bloody bait, good and attractive, and we're gonna go catch some sharks. Hey, there's a dolphin. Oh, sorry, distracted.
Luckily today, the sharks are hungry.
Girdle it. Total length was 177. Just took a fin clip from the shark. I stuck a little fin clip in the vial here for DNA analysis. Now we're just about to dart tag it. I assume it's a male. All right, we've caught 100% males. We've never caught any females here at all. So it makes you wonder where the females are. We know that they're farther north. They're just not coming this far south. All of these tags are individually numbered. Take this, place it into the tagging applicator. Okay, tag for you. We should be good to go then if you guys want to release. Good swim away? Yep. Good job, guys.
The day's work isn't done yet.
What we're doing now is we're going to do a dive to retrieve one of the acoustic bottom monitors. We have these listening stations anchored all along the coast that listen for the sharks that have been instrumental with the transmitter. Our lab currently monitors 5 different underwater receivers, but we're part of this collaborative array, and there are literally hundreds of receivers. So we can tag sharks here off Florida, and even if they're detected off New York, we hear about it, and vice versa. And anytime a shark with a transmitter swims by one of the receiver logs that data, knows the individual ID code of that transmitter, logs the date, the time, so you know which shark was there and when, logs it all to memory. We pull that receiver up off the seafloor, we download all the data into the laptop, and then we set the receiver back down to keep listening.
At least 2 individuals that arrived here on the same day on February 10th.
Oh, cool. Good.
So some of the sharks they tagged in previous years have come back.
Are they still around?
Yep, they've been here.
But a look at water temperatures supports their theory on why more haven't.
It shouldn't be that high. It should not be above 25 this time of year.
No.
You should be down closer
abnormal.
to 20, 21.
Absolutely.
So this is, wow, this is probably why we're not seeing very many sharks.
Probably.
Doing this over the course of years gives us an idea of not only seasonality, when are they here within a year, but also differences across different years. It's interesting that despite the fact that we have all these sharks coming down here every winter, there's actually remarkably little scientific data on this migration, this phenomenon. And so the more we study it, the more we know, the better we are able to manage this population.